welcome back to my channel, Reading and Retail. If you're new here, I'm Crystal, welcome. So this is something new that I've never done. I know it sounds crazy since I'm supposed to be a book channel, but I've just never done a reading wrap-up before. And I think the main reason why I've never done a reading wrap-up before is I don't feel like I read enough books to wrap anything up. For the month of August, I've actually made it through 3 complete books and almost to the end of 1 more book. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do a really short wrap up. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you is lately I've been on an Agatha Christie kick. I've been purchasing a lot of her books. The very first one, if you've been following me, that I read from audio, I read along with the audio, was Murder on the Orient Express. That was my feel for Agatha Christie. That was my very first one. I wanted to see if I enjoyed her work. Now I'm completely hooked. Behind me, I have quite a few now, and I have more orders on the way. I plan to read, I want to read everything that she's written. The second book that I've read is Black Coffee, and with this one I followed along with the ebook as well, and I'm going to post it in the description box below because I love the narration with the characters. They make them so overdramatic. I love their accents. Basically, in a nutshell, there is a scientist and he makes a formula for military use. Well, he's a very wealthy man and his family lives with him. His auntie lives with him, his sister, his nephew. There's house people that live there. His niece. There's several people that live in the home. Well, he thinks someone's out to steal his formula for money purposes, of course. He calls on the ever so famous detective and has him come to the house because he wants to have him try to figure out who is trying to steal this formula. Well, he later figures out that the formula is stolen, so he calls on him to come quicker. Well, before the detective gets to the home, unfortunately, he is poisoned from his after dinner coffee. Now, anybody that watches me, they know I don't do spoilers. There is a part in the book where I actually loved, he took everybody into the library and locked them in and gave them the choice, hey, you could either confess and we'll let it go, you can return the formula to me, or I'm gonna have to search everyone. But this was such a fun read to me. I decided what I am going to do is I am going to be reading at least 1 Agatha Christie a month because I really enjoy her work. The next thing, which I'm almost complete, I think I have maybe 30 pages left. I don't even think 30 pages. But this is the 3rd of the Sylviaday. This is Entwined with You. I've been loving this series. Let's see, there is actually 5 of these. This is 3 of 5. I'm gonna be sad when it's over because even though it is on the scenes of 50 Shades of Grey, there is murder in this, there's mystery in this, there's jealousy, there's secrets. I mean, there's just so much more than just the physical parts of the book. So if you like 50 Shades of Grey, you'll probably like this. And if you've already read it, then you know it's good. I will continue to read this. After I'm finished with this, I will go straight into the next one because I'm really liking this one. I did almost finish. I think I've got about 25 pages left. Chad's book, Shade. Now this has totally surprised me. I feel like this character Shade, when he's in his hallucinations, Shade has hallucinations that's causing him to see things from when he was in the military of the people that he could not save. And he's carrying that guilt around with him. One of the people that he's trying to save, she was in the military as well. And she let some people die as well. And she's carrying around that guilt where she has nightmares. Shade to me is a cross between, if you would take Rambo, mix in a little bit of G.I. Joe, and mix in a little bit of a ninja. When he's going through his fighting scenes, that is what, I mean, he can take down guys with the quickness. He's out there before they even know he's in the room. This has me gripped. I did say when I first started reading this, I did break the spine. Not literally, but you know what I mean. I read maybe about 100 pages as soon as I opened it, which is very hard for me to do because I'm one of those people, if you're not keeping my attention, I'm not going to worry about it. But this is a page turner to me. I can't wait to see how it ends. I'm probably going to finish this tonight. If you have not picked this up or pre-ordered it, I think you have to pre-order it. Pick this up. This is Chad Nicholas, Shade. The last book that I finished is The Good Neighbors. Now this one I really, really liked because this is basically you're on the outside looking into these neighbors. There's about 4 families that live in a cul-de-sac. And they always describe each other as being a part of their lives and sharing their lives with each other. I kind of had to figure out what the heck they were talking about because I didn't know if they were like sharing their lives like husband-wise or just super involved in their life. The answer is they're just super involved in their life. Now, the good neighbor is the main character that's looking in. I like to refer to her as the peacemaker because she is that person that even though if everyone's arguing, she's trying to not take sides, you know, not make anybody angry, make everybody get along. So not only is she juggling her neighbors, she's juggling her family because her family is psycho. Her mother is nuts. Her sister is nuts. And it's like everybody calls her name is Nicole. Everybody calls Nicole to pretty much be their psychiatrist. This person did this person did that, blah, 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 blah. Well, Nicole tries to keep the peace and she's really good friends with another of the neighbors. And that set of neighbors adopted a little girl, 4 years old, from Russia to try to strengthen the relationship and build their family. Well, the little Russian girl, she has special needs. And of course, you know, jumping from group home to group home, foster home to foster home, trying to be adopted, that kind of thing. She's going to have behavioral issues and things like that. Well, the problem is the mother can't deal with those behavioral issues. Well, come to find out later, they've not only been verbally the child, they pretty much been physically her as well. And Nicole is noticing this. And she's noticing, oh, something is not right here. We've got to call somebody. We've got to tell them. What do we do? Well, later on in the story, the nanny disappears. Come to find out, the nanny called child services on the family to take the child away. The child didn't get taken away because the mother wasn't there to tell her side. A new nanny came in. The new nanny started seeing it as well. It just goes on that they're finding out secrets of what's really going on between this family. I really can't go any further because I don't like to do spoilers, but it's not good. And the ending, it's not a happy ending. We'll just put it that way. It's not. So yeah, this to me is a very good read. I will admit some of the descriptions when they're describing some of it kind of tugged at my heartstrings. So if you got a little bit of sensitivity to that, even though it is fiction, you might want to steer a little bit clear of that story. But everything else, yes, I'm just really loving these. I'm having a great time. I can't wait to finish this, which I'm gonna probably finish this after I do this video. Well, thanks guys for hanging out with me. I have been MIA just for a little bit because my husband's been on vacation from work, basically just staying home and relaxing. So I just took a little bit of a break from YouTube to spend time with my husband. Okay guys, I appreciate you for stopping by and spending time with me, and I'll see you in my next video.